Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karuname Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. We invoke Devi Saraswati's grace, Gurudev's blessings as we start Chandogya Upanishad. So the next few days, 5 days, we will be discussing Chandogya Upanishad. And the Upanishads contain the greatest teachings of our literature, of the literature of Sanatana Dharma, of Hinduism. And this Chandogya Upanishad is very special, extra special, because it contains the great statement, Tat Tvam Asi. How many of you have heard of this statement? Okay. So Tat Tvam Asi is a Mahavakya, it's a great statement that literally means that thou art. And it reveals our true nature. So this is the Upanishad that contains that great Mahavakya, and that Mahavakya has not been said one time, it's been said 9 times. So this is the glory of Chandogya Upanishad, and particularly the 6th chapter. So before we go into it, before we start this, first I'll kind of explain the meaning of Upanishad. Right? Upanishad literally means Brahma Vidya, or the knowledge of the self. Many times when we think Upanishads, we think a book and some texts, but really it means the knowledge of the self, the knowledge of who we really are. And it comes in 3 syllables, Upa, Ni, and Shad. Upa means Samipe, coming near. So to study something like this, we have to be near a teacher. And our teacher for the Chandogya Upanishad will be Udalaka Rishi. So Upa means coming near. Nishchayena. Nishchayena, the Ni means Nishchayena, means with clear determination. That we are here not to just passively sit and listen, not just because there's a lecture going on, but because we want to change, we want to evolve, and we want to become better. So, Upa, we come close. Ni, because we want to transform, and we want to get better. And what is the extent of that transformation? Shad, which comes from Sad, which means it is loosening our bondages in the world. It's going towards our goal of realization and destroying that ignorance. So when we put this together, we have Upanishad. Upanishad, that knowledge of the self we attain by coming close to a teacher with firm determination that we want to transform, and the transformation consists of loosening the bondages of our samsara, realizing who we truly are, thus destroying the ignorance of our self. This is called Upanishad. It is that knowledge. And the secondary meaning of Upanishad is these books. We have 10 major Upanishads in our tradition. Isha, Kena, Katha, Prashna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Taittareya, Aitareya, Brahadaranyaka, and Chandogya. So Isha, Kena, Kata, Prashna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Taittareya, Aitareya, Brahadaranyaka, and Chandogya. Now the greatest or the biggest one is called Brahadaranyaka. And the second biggest one is called Chandogya. And this Chandogya Upanishad is found in the Samaveda. The Samaveda. And Samaveda is that Veda in which it is sung. So it's called Samaveda. And the word Chandogya comes from Chanda. If you, many of you I think chant chapter 15 of the Bhagavad Gita, right? If you remember in the first verse, Chandamsi yasya paranani, right? Chanda, the plural is Chandamsi, means Veda mantra. And the ones who sing the Veda mantra are called Chandogya. They sing the Veda mantra. Chandogya means though that which belongs to those who chant the Veda mantras. So that is called Chandogya, belonging to the singers of the Veda mantras. So Chandogya Upanishad. This Upanishad has 8 chapters. 8 chapters. A big, vast Upanishad. The first 5 chapters are mainly on upasanas, or contemplations. And the last 3 chapters, 6, 7, and 8, they're on jnana, they're on knowledge. The 6th chapter, which we are seeing, is on Sat Vidya, on the nature of pure being or pure existence. The 7th chapter is about Chit Vidya, Ananda Vidya, Bhuma Vidya. Ananda Vidya is the 7th chapter. The 8th chapter is Chit Vidya. So in this way, we see Sat, 6th chapter, Ananda, 7th chapter, and Chit, 8th chapter. So now we are going to see the 6th chapter. But before we go into it, every Upanishad starts with a Shanti mantra, a prayer of invocation. And the reason we do this is we approach something that is so vast, so deep, so pure, that before we even open that Upanishad, before we even get into that Upanishad, we want to prepare ourselves well. And this Shanti mantra helps us to prepare ourselves well and also to seek grace and blessings of that divine so that we are fit to study this. We are fit to learn about this. Because if we are not fit, then the message will not come through to us. No matter how beautiful and wonderful it is, if we are not fit, it's not going to come through. Okay? So, I am now on page 5 of the book, right? What I'm going to do is I will chant, and then please repeat after me, and then we will go through the meaning. Okay? Om Apyayantu Mamangani. Vak pranashchakshushrotramatho balamindriyani cha sarvani. Sarvam Brahmopanishadam. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. Ma Brahma Nirakarot. Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me Upanishadsu dharmaha
Tadatmani nirateya Upanishadsu dharmaha
te mai santu, te mai santu. Okay, we'll do that again because this Shanti mantra we will repeat every day before we start the Upanishad. So again I will chant and then you repeat after me. Om Apyayantu Mamangani.
Om Apyayantu Mamangani.
Vak Pranashchakshushrotramatho Balamindriyani cha sarvani.
Vak Pranashchakshushrotramatho Balamindriyani cha sarvani.
Sarvam Brahmopanishadam.
Sarvam Brahmopanishadam.
Maham Brahma Nirakuryam.
Maham Brahma Nirakuryam.
Ma Brahma Nirakarod.
Ma Brahma Nirakarod.
Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu.
Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu.
Tadatmani nirateya Upanishadsu dharmaha
Tadatmani nirateya Upanishadsu dharmaha
te mai santu, te mai santu.
te mai santu, te mai santu.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay. So, Chandogya Upanishad. Upanishad means Brahma Vidya. Chandogya, those that belong, that which belongs to the singers of the Veda mantras in the Samaveda. That is what we're studying in chapter 6. And the Shanti mantra begins with Om. Om is the invocation of our true nature. Om, we know, comes in, if you break it down, it comes in A, U, Ma. Right? So, that reality which pervades A, U, Ma. A is the waking state, U is the dream state, Ma is the deep sleep state. That truth which pervades A, U, Ma, that is called Om. So we start with truth. Now we pray Apyayantu Mamangani. Mamangani, may my limbs, Mama Angani, may my limbs Apyayantu, be well nourished. Because before we study anything, our health has to be good. Our health has to be good. If we are not in good health, we can't study, we can't read, we can't listen. So first we pray, may our limbs be nourished. May they grow. May they be well, strong. Vak. May our speech also be very good. Yesterday I had explained to everyone the science of speech. You all remember SPUM, right? So my speech also be very good. Satyam, what's the P? Priyam, H? Hitam, M? Vitam. Now you might be wondering, why should my speech be good for Vedanta studies? What if I'm just here listening? Please know that to study anything, our whole day has to be good. Because if it's not good, then when we come here, so many disturbances are there in our mind. This person said something, and I said something, and this person did something, and I did something. And all of that baggage we take here, and then we expect to sit completely and absorb everything. Is it possible? And speech is such a strong organ that one thing can make or break something. Just because of somebody's speech, it can break a whole relationship and people will stop talking for so many years. Has that happened? And the positive side, just because of one positive speech, millions of people around the world are affected by it positively. So, speech is also so important to take care and be aware of. So may my speech also be nourished. Satyam, Priyam, Hitam, Mitam. So my lips, Angani, Vak, my speech, Prana. Prana means my vital airs, my energy. May my energy also be good. When I'm in a Vedanta class, listening to Upanishad, I shouldn't be so drowsy and tired. Right? If I'm drowsy and tired, what's going to happen? This is going to be the perfect place to sleep. Perfect place to sleep, right? Or if I'm hungry, then what's going to happen? I'm not going to pay attention to the words, I'm going to pay attention to my hunger. Or if I'm full, I'll feel so stuffy and heavy. Correct? Attention will go again to the tummy. So may my pranas also be nourished. Because I'm about to embark on such a beautiful, wonderful thing. May my pranas be nourished. Chakshu. Chakshu means my eyes. May my eyes be nourished. May I see that which is good and auspicious. Because when we see something that is inauspicious, what happens is it replays in our mind. That happens, right? Whether auspicious or inauspicious, it replays in our mind. It keeps replaying in our mind because it's something that we saw, something that caught our attention. So throughout the day, may I hear, may I see first that which is auspicious so that that stays in my mind and my mind remains calm. Shrotra, same, may I hear that which is auspicious. Because if I hear something inauspicious, that also can affect my mind. Remember, the student here in a class is not the body. The body is not coming to listen to Vedanta. It's the mind that's coming. And the food of the mind is the senses. So by Chakshu, may I see that which is auspicious. May I hear that which is auspicious. May these be well nourished. Atha balam indriyani cha sarvani. And may the rest of my sense organs be strong. What is the main sense organ? The mind. Mind is also an organ. It's also an organ. It's also an organ that helps the senses go out and see the world. So may my mind be strong. So in the first line of the Shanti Mantra, we are praying for good health. Good health, and that everything we see, we hear throughout the day should be auspicious. Our energy should be good. We should be ready and fit so that we can study the Upanishads. Now, in the second line, it says, Sarvam Brahmopanishadam. I heard as a seeker, Sarvam, that everything is Brahman. Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam, that is stated in the Upanishads. I heard everything is this Brahman, everything is this truth. I heard about it. I might not understand it, but I heard it. I heard it and I want to understand it truly. I want to know the deeper meaning behind it. So therefore he says, Ma aham brahma nirakuryam. Ma means not. Aham. May I not. Nirakuryam. May I not deny Brahma. May I not deny this truth. Adi Shankaracharya Ji, in his Viveka Chudamani, he says that there are three things which are very rare to any being. Durlabham trayamevetat. Deva nugraha hetuka. This comes with grace. What is it? Manushyatvam, mumukshutvam, mahapurusha samshrayaha. The first rare thing is human birth. It's very, very rare to be born human. We might think that, it's regular, it's normal. No. After so many, many lives, we have come to this birth. That itself is rare. And in the human birth, what is rarer still is to have good health. To be able to have good health. That's also rare. Not everybody has good health. To be able to have some financial security. That's also rare. Not everybody has that. Many people are out in the streets. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough money to survive on a day-to-day basis. That is rare. And rare still also is emotional stability. People might have the body, they might have a shelter, they might have financial security, but they might not be stable in their emotions. Their mind may be in havoc. And rarer still is that opportunity to have a community, such a sense of belongingness, that we are all one family together. That's rare. Somebody told me, he's one of our Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. He told me, I got so used to talking to myself in New York because everybody talks to themselves because there's nobody to talk to. So when I went to India to my parents, I couldn't talk to myself anymore. I felt so weird. But this is what's happening. This is what's happening in the world. I don't know in Peoria if you see it, but in New York it's very common for us to see people talking to themselves because there's no community. There's no sense of belongingness. That is so rare. That is so rare. So we have all of this. We have good health, we have financial security, we have emotional stability, we have a great community with us. We have something here. To get all of these things to match up is not easy. We have that. Manushyatva. Mumukshutva means that desire to pursue something greater. We all have that, right? The desire to become better. Not many people have that. People may desire for wealth, name, fame, pleasure. They may desire for all of that. But rare are the people who say, I want to become better. I want something higher. I want truth in my life. That's rare. And because all of you are here, you have that. You have that. So that we all have. 2. Mumukshutva. Third is Mahapurusha Samshraya. It means refuge at the feet of great teachers. We all have that. We are sitting at the feet of Puja Gurudev and Saraswati Devi. We have come under such a great lineage of teaching, from Bhagavan Shiva to Adi Shankaracharya ji, to, of course, before Adi Shankaracharya ji, we had Veda Vyasa ji, Adi Shankaracharya ji, Swami Tapovan Maharaj, Swami Shivananda Maharaj, Puja Gurudev. We are all connected in a great Guru Parampara. That's also rare. Not many people have that. Right? We are connected to that. Mahapurusha Samshraya. Now, if we have all these three things, human birth with all these abilities, that desire to become better, and the method of how to become better, the connection to the Guru Parampara, all these three are aligned, and if we do not use that to seek the highest, we will have wasted our lives. That means denying Brahman. Having these three, if we do not pursue the highest, if we do not use all of our resources and ability to pursue the highest, that means denying Brahman. So when it says here, Ma aham brahma nirakuryam. May I not deny Brahman. I've been given this blessing. May I use this life to the fullest, pursue it to the fullest. Because I don't know when these three will align for me again. I don't know. But now they are in alignment. So, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. May I not deny Brahman. Ma Brahma Nirakarot. Ma may not. Mam, me. The next ma is me. Mam. Brahma Nirakarot. It's written ma, but what is to be understood is mam. Brahma, may Brahma Nirakarot. May Brahma not deny me. Now, a question may come here. Can Brahman deny us? Can Brahman deny us? No, Brahman is pure awareness, pure consciousness. Brahman cannot deny us. Can Ishvara deny us? Can Ishvara deny us? No, no. Because remember, Ishvara's grace, God's grace, is proportionate to self-effort. I had given this example of how Bhagavan is like a fire. Imagine there's a fire in the middle of this room. Those who are sitting close to the fire, will they not get more heat? And those who are sitting away from the fire, will they not get less heat? Is it the fault of the fire that people are getting more heat or less heat? No. It's because we're walking towards the fire, we're getting more heat. It's because we're away from the fire, we're getting less heat. So when it says, Ma Brahma Nirakarot, may Brahman not deny me, it means may we recognize that God's grace is proportionate to our self-effort. Because God will never deny His grace. Never. But may we remember that God's grace is proportionate to our self-effort. So we should keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Then we will feel the heat. Walk closer to that fire. Walk closer to that truth. Then we will feel the heat. So Ma Brahma Nirakarot. And then it says, Anirakaranam astu. Anirakaranam me astu. Anirakaranam means non-denial. Astu. May there be non-denial of the truth. Anirakaranam me astu. May there be non-denial of the truth in me. So may there be non-denial of that Brahman, and may there be non-denial of me, that Brahman in me. May I not deny these teachings. May I not deny, maybe we might not understand, but may I not neglect these teachings. Because this is why we're here. This is the purpose of our life. We might think that I'm here, but Brahman is not the purpose of my life. You're saying Brahman is not the purpose of our life. Purpose of our life is all of us want to be happy, isn't it? All of us want to be happy, correct? But what are we doing? We are delaying our happiness, correct? If I get this and this much, then I will be happy. Yes? If I make this much money, I will be happy. If my child does well in school, I will be happy. If my children get married, I will be happy. Well, everybody is doing something like this. By doing this, what are we doing? We're making ourselves sad. Because we are saying, if I get this much money, I will be happy. Means now I'm going to be sad. I'm going to make myself sad until that time, then I will be happy again. If my child does well, I will be happy. Which means now I'm going to make myself sad. I'm deciding to be sad And I'll only be happy when my child does well. Then what happens? Your child will do well. Another if will come. So the kind of happiness that we are seeking is only sorrow. It's only sorrow. We're saying, I'll be happy if this happens. Oh, but now that I'll be sad. So by seeking happiness, we are making ourselves sad. It's a very crazy thing. But Brahman is happiness. So the Upanishads are telling us, we don't need to make ourselves sad. That happiness is you. It is you, yourself. So whatever happiness we're seeking in the world, because we think it's going to make us better and brighter and more wonderful, Upanishads are saying that happiness is you. That happiness is Brahman. So no need to look outside for it. And by looking outside again and again for it, what are we doing? We're making ourselves super sad. We will not find it. We will not find it. Then, Tad Atmani Nirateya Upanishadsu Dharmaha. So, Upanishadsu Dharmaha. In the Upanishads, those dharmas means those great qualities. Great qualities here means the sadhana chatushtaya. I'm sure you're all familiar with that, right? Sadhana chatushtaya. That viveka, vairagya, samadhi, shatka, sampatti, and mokshatvam. May all these qualities that are there in the Upanishads, tadatmani, may they stay in me. And who am I? Yanirate means I am the one, Yanirate. I am engaged in the pursuit of Brahman. I am engaged in the pursuit of truth. So those qualities that are in the Upanishads, may they stay in me, who is engaged in the pursuit of truth. May they start in me, may they dwell in me, may they develop in me, who is engaged in the pursuit of truth. Te mai santu, may they be in me. Te mai santu, may they be in me. So this Shanti mantra is so beautiful because it starts with telling us that first we must take care of our body. And we seek blessings that may our body and mind, our sense organs, may they all be strong and may they see, hear auspicious things. May the mind think auspicious thoughts. May my limbs be strong. May my speech be good. Then it tells us that everything is Brahman. May I never deny Brahman, and may Brahman never deny me. Meaning, may I recognize that Brahman actually can't deny me. It's just that I have to walk closer to feel the grace of Ishvara. Having all of the graces in my side, the human birth, having that desire to become better, having the connection to the Guru Parampara, may I use this fully. May there be non-denial of the truth. May there be non-denial of the truth in me, and all the great qualities and values that are there in the Upanishads, may they reside in me, who is engaged in the truth. May they reside in me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, the first Shanti is to silence all the Adi Daivik forces. So there should be no hurricane storm or winter storm. May all of that be silenced. The next Shanti, Adi Bhautik. May all the forces around us also be silent. No cell phone should ring or vibrate. No sounds, unnecessary sounds should be there. And Shanti, Adhyatmik, that in me also may there be peace. May my mind be at peace. And when everything is at peace, then we enter into the Upanishad. Right? So this is is the Shanti mantra. Yes? Clear? Now we're going to enter into the Upanishad proper. So we are on the 6th Adhyaya and we are on the Prathama Khanda, the first section. If you have a book, I'm on page 8. Yes? So I'll chant and then please repeat after me. Om Shweta Ketuho Haruneyaha Asa Tamhapito Vacha Shweta Keto Vasa Brahmacharyam Navai Somya Asmat Kulinaha Ananuchya Brahmabandhuriva Bhavatiti. So this Upanishad is by Udalaka Rishi and his son Shwetaketu. It's a dialogue between the two of them. And it takes place through lots of wonderful stories and examples. So the main student is Shwetaketu. Shwetaketu means bright light. Shwetaketu. And he is called her. Her here means Asa. Her Asa means there was once Shwetaketu. This son, his name is bright light, and he is Aruneyaha. Aruneyaha means he is the grandson of Aruna. The grandson of Aruna. And Tamhapito Vacha. Tam, to that Shwetaketu, Pita Uvacha, his father looked at him and said, O Shwetaketu, Vasa Brahmacharyam. Shwetaketu was already 12 years old. He's 12 years old and he hadn't gone to Gurukula yet. So usually back in the day, education started when they were about 6 to 8 years old. I mean, of course, they were educated and everything at home, but normally 6 to 8 years old, they would go to the Gurukula, and in the Gurukula, they would learn the Vedas. And they learned 14 spheres of knowledge. It wasn't just maths and science and English, not what we did today, or not what we do today. They learned everything from spirituality, literature, history, archery, warfare, astronomy, chanting. They learned yoga, everything they learned, a whole comprehensive system. Arts, science, literature, everything. So when somebody went to Gurukula, they were totally well-rounded. And they stayed there for about 12 years. Now Shwetaketu was 12 years old and he hadn't gone to Gurukula yet. So his father was like, Shwetaketu, what's going on? What's going on with you? Vasa Brahmacharyam means you need to live live the life of a brahmachari. Brahmachari, you need to live the life of a brahmachari. You need to go to Gurukula. And he says, Nave Somya Asmat Kulinaha. In our family, Asmat Kulinaha, O Somya, Shwetaketu's other name is Somya. In our family, there's nobody who's Ananuchya. Ananuchya means somebody who has not studied. There's nobody who hasn't studied. It means everyone in our family is scholarly. They've studied. They've done so many things. But you're just sitting at home. Thank God they didn't have TV and internet. Who knows what Shwetaketu would have been up to. But he was just chilling at home. And his father says, Brahma Bandhu Iva Bhavati Iti. You are going to be, a namesake Brahmana. Brahmana here means scholar. If you don't go to study, you are going to be like a namesake scholar. It means a disgrace to our family. You better get up and do something with your life, Shwetaketu. And so Shwetaketu said, okay, my father's making sense. So he actually goes now to Gurukula. So let us see now the next mantra, what happens. Saha Dvadasha Varsha Upetya Chaturvimshati Varshaha Sarvan Vedan Aditya Mahamanaha Anuchanamani Stabdah Eyaya Tamhapito Vacha Shvetaketo Yannu Somya Idam Mahamanaha Anuchanamani Stabdhosi Uta Tam Adesham Aprakshyah. So what happened to Shvetaketu? Sa is Shvetaketu. Saha Dvadasha Varsha Upetya means having gone to the Gurukula for 12 years. Chaturvimshati Varshaha. Right now, 24 years have passed. So he's 12 years old. He went to the Gurukula for 12 years. And then now he's 24 years old. And what happens? Sarvan Vedan Aditya. He had studied all of the Vedas. He had learned to recite, he learned to chant, he had studied them. All different fields he had studied. How did he come home? Mahamanaha means with that great pride that, oh, I know everything. You know, when people study, they have that great pride. I know everything. Mahamanaha. Mahagambhirata. I know everything. There's nobody equal to me. Okay, like that. Anuchanamani. Thinking that he is so well learned. Thinking that he's such a great speaker. That he could communicate so well. He felt like, oh, I have all these wonderful skills up my sleeve. And Stabdaha. Stabdaha means he was stiff, he didn't bow down. You know, he came like this, his back straight, and looking here and there, thinking that, oh, he's everything, he knows everything. Yeah, he came back like this. And his father, just by looking at him, he's like, this guy didn't study anything. Just by the looks of it, he's like, he didn't learn anything. He didn't learn anything. Tam hapito vacha means that Pita, that father, told Shvetaketu. He called him out. The father didn't say, oh, congratulations, you spent 12 years in Gurukula, welcome home, let's throw you a party. The father looked at him and said, hey, Shvetaketu, there's a problem here. Yannu Somya Idam means, since now I am seeing you. And how am I seeing you? Mahamanaha. Like this big pride, very full of pride you are. Anuchanamani. Thinking that you're such a great speaker, a great learner. Thinking you are so well learned. Stabdaha. You're so stiff, you're not even bowing down. I'm seeing this in you. Shvetaketu. But Shvetaketu, tam adesham apraksha. Did you ask that question? Did you ask? And here, we should pause for a moment and acknowledge Uddalaka Rishi. Because he did the greatest thing for his son. What did he do? He broke his son's ego. That's what a parent should do. A parent should be bold enough to say, hey, this is not okay. This is not what school should teach you. School should teach you humility, Vidya vinayam dadati. When somebody knows something, the result of it is humility. Otherwise, then we don't know anything. So his father was there to break his ego. His father was there to say, Shwetaketu, there's something deeper to life than what you recognized. And that's a great parent. Sometimes we are afraid to call our children out. We are afraid to tell them anything. Because what if they might not like us, right? But as adults, we should be so strong that whether they like or dislike us, it doesn't matter. We have to do what is for their welfare. And this is what he did. So he stirred up curiosity in Shwetaketu. He said, Did you ask that question? Shwetaketu said, what question? So now Udalaka Rishi gives him the question. Yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati amatam matam avijñātam vijñātam iti katham nu bhagavah sa adesho bhavati iti. So Udalaka Rishi says, did you learn this or not? Did you learn that by which, yena, that by which, ashrutam shrutam, the unheard becomes heard. Amatam matam, the unthought of becomes thought of. Avijñātam vijñātam, the unknown becomes known. Did you learn that? That is what his father said. And then Shwetaketu said, Katham, of what nature nu bhavati? Of what nature is this? What is this? You are asking me this. I have never heard something like this. That by which the unheard of becomes heard of, the unthought of becomes thought of, the unknown becomes known. I have never even thought of a question. Huh? Oh, the only thing I can think of is, what am I going to eat tomorrow? Where am I going to go? What's my weekend going to be like? I've never thought of such a question. So, Udalaka Rishi says, okay, let me tell you Shwetaketu. Because Shwetaketu is completely stunned. Huh? Let me tell you the deeper things in life. And he says, in mantra number 4, Yatha somya ekena mritpindena sarvam mrinmayam vijñātam syāt vācārambhanam vikāro namadheyam Mrittiketyeva satyam. So this is where now Udalaka Rishi starts his teaching to Shwetaketu with this lucid example. I'm sure those of you who've studied Vedanta before, you've heard the example of the pot and clay. Yes? Where is that from? It's from Chandogya Upanishad. So he says, Yatha, just as Somya, just as Shwetaketu, Somya means, O pleasant one, Ekena mritpindena, just by one lump of clay, like mritpindena, one lump of clay, sarvam mrinmayam vijñātam syāt, everything that's made of clay is known, vācārambhanam vikāro namadheyam. Everything else is vācārambhanam. It's based on speech. Any product, vikaraha, is based on speech. Namadheyam. It is just namesake. Mrittika iti eva satyam. Clay alone is real. So it says, dear boy, just as through a single clod of clay, all that is made of clay would become known. For all modification is but name based upon words. and clay alone is real. Okay, so now let us just think about this for a moment. In essence, Uddalaka Rishi's question was, by knowing what is everything known? By knowing what is all the unknown known? What is that? By which I know that, then everything that's unknown becomes completely known. Everything that's unthought of becomes completely thought of. Everything that's unheard of becomes completely heard. What is that? And the answer to that is, by knowing the truth, everything is known. Why? Because there's nothing other than that truth. So now we'll take that step by step. Okay? So think first of clay. Everyone, now I want you to, as in Chandogya Upanishad, you'll have to do a lot of imagination with me in your mind. Think of a lump of clay. Okay? Now, there's this lump of clay, and with this lump of clay, we can make several things. We can make a pot, a pitcher, a cup, a glass, so many things made out of clay. Yes? So there's one lump of clay, and we made so many things out of this lump of clay. Now, this lump of clay, step one, is the substance. We call it the substance of everything, substance. And all of these cups and pots and pitchers, they are all clay, the substance, plus name and form. Name and form and function. There are three things. So pot is clay, but it's got the name pot, it's got the form of a pot, and with that pot we can take water. Yes? A pitcher. Pitcher has got clay as a substance, it's got the name pitcher, it's got the form pitcher, and you can use it, it's got a function to take water. Okay? So we have the substance, then we have substance, name, form, function. Now, second step is, what in this is always present? Is the substance always present, or is the name, form, function, are they always present? Substance, because clay is there before the pot, pitcher, cup, clay is there. Yes, you with me? And while they're being made in them, clay is also there. Yeah? So before the pot, pitcher, cup, clay was there. And in and through the pot, pitcher, cup, clay is there when they're made. And after the pot, the pitcher, the cup, they're all destroyed, what remains? Clay. Yes? So what are we seeing? The substance is always there, but the name and form changes. Huh? And they're not always there. They're there in the middle. Not there in the beginning, not there in the end, they're there in the middle. Yes? This is step 2. So clay is always present, name, form, function, sometimes present. Yes? Now take it a step deeper. If you take the clay, and if you take the pot, the pitcher, all of that, can you have a pot or pitcher without clay? What if you remove clay? Will you have a pitcher or a pot or a cup? No. You cannot, right? That means that that pot or pitcher or cup is actually nothing but clay. Because if you remove clay, it's gone. It's gone. Right? There is no pot, there is no pitcher, nothing. So, a new name doesn't mean a new substance. It's the same substance with a new name, with a new form, with a new function, but it's the same substance. That substance is the same throughout, and without that substance, there is no pot, there is no pitcher, there is no cup. So the pot, pitcher, cup, they're all just an appearance in clay. Yes, we're getting this as appearance in clay. Because without clay, it won't be there. Yeah? So because we say it's an appearance, we say Vacharambhanam. Pot, pitcher, pot, pitcher, cup, all of these are just based on speech. Vacha rambhana means based on speech. They're only words. They're only words because it's actually clay alone. So vacha rambhanam, vikara, all these products, all these modifications are just words. And namadheya, they are just namesake. Namadheya. Mritika, that clay, iti evam satyam. Only that clay alone is real. Clay alone is real. Yeah, so you're getting this? Okay, he's going to give 2 more examples. Then we're going to look at the implications of what this means for us. Okay? The second example, the 5th mantra. Okay? Yatha somya ekena lohamanina sarvam lohamayam vijñātam syāt vācārambhanam vikāro namadheyam lohamityeva satyam. Okay, so then he says, just as O Somya, O Shvetaketu, ekena lohamanina. So before it was a lump of clay, now a lump of gold. Just by a lump of gold, sarvam lohamayam vijñātam syat. All gold ornaments are known. Why? Because the gold ornaments are nothing but gold, right? So just in a lump of gold, again, gold is the substance, bracelet, bangle, earring, they're all name, form, and function. Yes? Earring goes here, necklace goes here, bracelet goes here, they're all name, form, and function. Now, what's always present? Substance, gold, right? Before the bracelet, necklace, gold. In the bracelet, necklace, gold. After the bracelet, necklace, earring are gone, gold. Gold is always present. Can you take the bracelet and show the bracelet? Show me a bracelet without gold. Possible? Show me the earring without gold. Possible? Therefore, the bracelet, the necklace, the earring are just an appearance in gold. And therefore, they are nothing but gold. Correct? Because if you take that out, there is no bracelet, no necklace, no earring. Yes? Okay. So we saw the example of clay, saw the example of gold. One more example. Let us see. In mantra number 6. Yatha somya ekena nakhani krintanena sarvam karshnaya samvijñātam syāt vācārambhanam vikāro namadheyam krishnāya samityeva satyam evam somya sa ādesho bhavatiti. Okay, now what did he say? He said, just like Yatha somya ekena, by one, nakhani krintanena. Here you take that as a lump of iron. By a lump of iron, sarvam karshnaya samvijñātam syāt. All iron things are known. Vācārambhanam vikāro namadheyam. Everything else is just based on speech. All products are just based on speech. They are namesake. Krishnaya sam, that lump of iron, ityeva satyam. That alone is reality. So now, we saw 3 examples: gold, clay, iron. Now we're going to see it in Brahman. Okay? What is Brahman? In this particular chapter, Brahman is pure being or Sat. Sat, which is also Chit consciousness, which is also Ananda. Now you take pure being, pure existence, right? When we think of what is the cause of the world, what is the cause of the world? What could it be? Let's break everything down. Could the cause of the world be life? Could it be life? No. No, because there's some things that are inanimate. They have no life in them. What is something that pervades every single thing? Because if we were to talk of a cause of something, it has to pervade everything, right? Like clay pervaded all the pots, pitchers, cups. Gold pervaded all the necklace, bracelet, earrings. So what is the cause of the world which pervades everything in this world? What could it be? What could it be?
Space.
Could it be space? Space has to pervade everything. Does space pervade everything? Think. Does space pervade everything? Does time pervade everything? When you go to sleep, there's space and time there, therefore it's not pervading everything. Right? So what is pervading everything? Even beyond space-time. It's existence, awareness, it's existence. Right? If we come, we break down the cause of everything, it comes down to this existence. It comes down to awareness. Some people say the cause could be atoms. Atoms, protons, neutrons, quarks. Some people say that it could be atoms. But can it be atoms? Why not? It's pervading everything. Right? Why can't it be that?
It's bound by time and space.
It's bound by time and space. And it's also not aware. It's not conscious. Right? How can an atom produce something like us? An atom which is not conscious, that's inert. How can that atom produce us? Have we ever seen anything inert, anything not conscious produce something conscious? No. So it cannot be that. It cannot be space and time. But when we really think about what the cause of the world is, we come to existence, pure being, pure awareness. Now this existence is there, and there's so many things here. There's so many things here, right? If we break everything down, it'll come down to existence. You break this table down, existence. You break this down, existence. You break me down, existence. And existence pervades everything. So we say the podium is, the mic is, I am. It pervades every single thing. Now, existence was there in the beginning? Yes? Existence is there now? We're all existing? Existence will be there throughout? Yes? Things are always existing, right? Always existing. Now, here, take anything. And just like with the gold bracelet, gold bangle, gold necklace, we removed gold from it, what happened? It can't exist. Take anything and everything, remove existence from it, what will happen? It will collapse. It will collapse, right? So we have existence and we have this whole names and forms, this world which is all names and forms. This is the world, names and forms. Existence plus names, forms. This is called world. Existence plus nama, rupa, function also, vyavahara. This is world. You extract existence, the whole world comes down. So what is this telling us? That the whole world is Vacharambanam. It is based on speech. Vikaro namadheyam. It is namesake. The world is just words. How wonderful. The world is just words. This whole world is an appearance in existence. Because without existence, the world ceases to exist. And by knowing existence, everything is known. Because existence is the substratum of the entire world. Knowing this, everything is known. This is the answer to the question. Right? This is a very simple Upanishad, but the implications are so deep, so deep. When we, say prayers, and when we are all together, we say, oh, we are one family. We've heard this, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Namaste, we are one. But usually when we say we are one, it means like the feeling is one. That we feel one with each other. Right? The bhava, the feeling is that we are one. Here, our Upanishads are telling us we are factually one. We're not feeling only one. We are really one. We are really one. When we say namaste, we mean it. We are one. Because there is that only one pure being, one existence. That alone is reality for us. Everything else is appearing. Now don't take this the wrong way. Oh, the world is only appearing in existence. So what do I do? Why do I strive? Why do I do anything in this world? The whole idea is for us to realize who we are. The world is a field where we can utilize, where we can grow, where we can evolve, so that we can realize that we are truly beyond this world. That's the purpose of the world. Purpose of the world is not to get enmeshed in the world. It's for us to realize that we are beyond this world by using it as a field of purification, a field of evolution, so that we can eventually go beyond it. And it's also for us to realize that this world is, we don't have to take anything too seriously. There's a beautiful quote I saw. It said, people suffer because they take serious what God has made for fun. So we suffer because we take so seriously what God made for fun. Means this is the Leela of Bhagavan, also we take it. We say Vacharambanam Vikaro Namadheya. You can say that in the Upanishadic language. Or in the language of Bhakti, we say this is the Leela of Bhagavan. And when we analyze our life, there's another beautiful quote I saw. It said, first rule, don't sweat the small stuff. It said, what's the second rule? 99% of the stuff is small. 99% of the stuff, it's really small compared to the bigger things in life. So these beautiful mantras, they have great implications. When we understand that everything is just appearing in that one reality. It might seem like many names and forms, but they don't have a substance without existence. You take out existence, the whole thing will crash. You take my body, still the jiva will go on and on and on. But you take away the jiva, still existence persists. Existence will always persist. So this is what Uddalaka Rishi told Shwetaketu. This is the truth. This is what you should have learned in school. And you didn't learn it. So Shwetaketu now, he comes back and he says, maybe they didn't know, that's why they didn't teach me, He has the nerve of saying this. So this is what he says in the next mantra, that is Let's go to the next one. Yeah? Number 7. He says, Nave Nunam Bhagavantaha Ta Etad Avedishuhu Yadhi Etad Avedishyan Katham Mena Avakshyan Iti Bhagavanstu Eva Me Tad Bravitu Iti Tatha Somyeti Hovacha. So Shvetaketu says, Nave Nunam Bhagavantaha. So he calls his father Bhagavantaha, means O revered sir. They, my teachers, Nunam, surely etad na avedishu. They did not know this. Surely they did not know this. Why? Yadhi, for if etad avedishya, for if avedishan, if they knew, then katham me na avakshan. Why didn't they tell me? If they knew it, why didn't they tell me? And so he says, Bhagavan tu eva me. Bhagavan, oh my father, you to me, tat bravitu, you teach me. Tatha, so be it, Somya. This is what Uddalaka Rishi says. So be it, Shvetaketu, I will tell you. Iti uvacha, the father said. Now see Shvetaketu, his pride still didn't go down. It's not that the teachers didn't know, but the teachers are very selective that they'll only teach to who's ready. Right? They say when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So Shvetaketu saying, maybe they didn't know. His pride still hasn't gone because I'm really good, In the commentary of Adi Shankaracharya ji, it says that Shvetaketu in his mind is thinking, oh, I'm such a great person, I'm so smart, I'm so wise. Probably they didn't know, that's why they didn't teach me. But then, he sort of turns around and he says, I want to know. I still want to know. So he says, Bhagavan, you teach me. Oh, you teach me. And so Uddalaka Rishi said, okay, I'm going to teach you all about this reality. I'm going to teach you all about this reality. So now, what is that reality? We will see just a little bit of that. And then more we will take up tomorrow. So we will see just a tinge of it. Okay? We are in the Dvitiya Khanda, the second section now. I'll give you a cliffhanger. I have to give you a cliffhanger so that you will also come tomorrow. Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asi Ekameva Dvitiyam Tadha Eka Ahu Asad Evedamagra Asi Ekameva Dvitiyam Tasmad Asatas Sajjayata. So he says, Somya, Sat. Whenever we say Sat, this word is going to come again and again in the Upanishads. Sat means pure existence, pure being. Sat Eva, pure existence, pure being. Eva Idam, Agra Asid. Idam means this world. Agra, before creation, was Sat. Asid was Sat. And what was that Sat? Ekam, Eva, Advitiyam. Ekam, one, Eva, alone, Advitiyam, without a second. Tadha Eka. But some people, they say, Asat Eva Idam Agra Asid. They say that Before creation, this world was non-existence. And that non-existence is ekameva advitiyam also. One alone, without a second. And from that non-existence arose whatever exists. So, tasmat asataha. So some people say, from non-existence, everything that exists has arisen. So now what is that sat? What is that truth? That we will see tomorrow. What is the nature of that truth? What is that truth? That we will see tomorrow. I'm saying tomorrow because I want all of you to be alert for tomorrow. So let us just summarize the whole teaching today. Whole teaching in a nutshell. So we're all on one page with Shwetaketu and Uddalaka Rishi. Teaching started with what Upanishad is. Upanishad is Brahma Vidya. That knowledge which we gain by Upa, coming near, Ni, Nishchaya, firm determination, Shat, for the purpose of loosening the bondages of our samsara, for the purpose of realizing the truth, and for the purpose of destroying ignorance. And this Upanishad is Chandogya, that which belongs to the singers of the Veda mantras, specifically the Sama Veda. And we are in the 6th chapter, and we started with the Shanti mantra, that which tunes us to receive the Upanishad. In that Shanti mantra, we saw that may we be strong, may our limbs be strong, our speech, our eyes, our ears, all of our limbs, may they be strong. Because we want to realize that Brahman, that the Upanishads are speaking about. And in that process, may we never deny Brahman. Having the graces given to us of a human birth, that desire for something higher, the connection to a great Guru Parampara, may we not deny this opportunity to realize the truth of our being here and now. And may Brahman never deny us. Not that Brahman will deny us, meaning may our self-effort be strong enough so that the grace keeps dawning on us. I'll share with you a brief story on this so we know what grace truly means. There was there was this workplace and they were hiring people to do Morse coding. Morse coding is a very specific type of coding where you don't, it's done through like typing, almost like typing. They type certain things and you have to hear the sounds for it to make sense. And so they wanted somebody who would interpret Morse code. Now many people came for this job. Of course now nobody will go for such jobs, but then many people came. And the job interview was 4 o'clock sharp. So there must have been 40-50 people lined up, 4 o'clock sharp. They told everybody come at the same time. So they were all looking at each other, well, how are they going to interview all 40-50 of us? Are they nuts or what? They had a plan. So what happened was, 3:55 was there, nobody was moving, 3:56, 3:57, they're all getting impatient, 3:58, 3:59, 4 o'clock, still no announcement, and the interview was 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 40-50 people are sitting, there's no announcement, one person gets up and walks in the door. They're all looking at him, why did he go? 4:05, announcement came, they got the job. Why? There was a Morse code going on. And the sound of the Morse code was, if you want this job, come at the door, 4 o'clock sharp. Who was paying attention? That one person. Who heard, there was a Morse code only to that one person? It was to everybody. But only that one person paid attention. What happened? He went in the door, he got the job. Ma Brahma Nirakurya. Means Brahman is all over. Brahman is all over. Ishvara, His grace is constantly there. It's constantly there. But may we not deny it. May we not deny it. May we be so much in tune with it so that we can pursue the higher. Right? So may there be non-denial. May there be non-denial. Those qualities that are there in the Upanishads, may they be in me. And we started this Upanishad with Shvetaketu and what's his father's name? Udalaka Rishi. Good, you remember. What happened with Shvetaketu? He learned so much in the Gurukula, but he didn't learn the key thing, which is humility. He didn't learn humility. Because he didn't learn humility, his father understood he knows nothing. He knows nothing. And so now his father said, let me teach you actually everything. Knowing this, everything is known. Knowing gold, all the gold bracelets, bangles, necklaces, known. Knowing clay, all the pot, pitcher, everything is known. Knowing the lump of iron, everything made of iron is known. Knowing Sat, or pure being, everything in the world is known. Everything that we wouldn't have thought of, it is there. Everything that we wouldn't have heard, it is there in Sat. That is the truest knowledge. That's what Udalaka Rishi gave Shvetaketu. And that's what he's giving us here today. All the knowledge that we know, that we learn in all of our fields, how limiting is it? People who had studied pre-med, who had become doctors, who had learned so much about medicine, now they have to relearn everything. Because there's new technology, there's new changes, there's new diseases. Again, relearn everything. People who were in engineering, again now relearn everything. Because there's some new gadgets, new things. So all the knowledge that we have, it's constantly changing. And it's so limited. And people specialize in so many things, and somebody said specializing means we know more and more of less and less. Correct? So the knowledge that we are getting is limited, it's changing, and most importantly, it's not going to free us from this bondage. But this, knowing this, by which everything is known, it's worth knowing because it will set us free. Even deeper, it will make us realize that we are actually already free. Alright, we'll start here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate